What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Big win for them boys, 116-107 in MSG South. Carl Anthony Towns, big 44 big points. I think he pretty much solidified, or shall I say, got his stamp of approval that he's back. That he's not even his back. He's here where he belongs. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win from that boy from New Jerusalem. 44 big points made Bam look like a little baby. Domination. Especially when Brunson didn't have it going earlier, but he picked it up later. Domination from Towns. You know, there was many parts of this game that I was saying to myself, I said, okay, this is why we made this move. He looked like a man amongst boys tonight. He looked like a man amongst boys, period. The way he was getting in that Baja, bullying, getting boards, getting offensive boards. He just looked way bigger than everybody on the court. Huge. He looked like a legit big man down there. He can step out, hit the three, can get rebounds, finish strong at that Baja. He just had it going. Then like a couple of times he had Jimmy on him. He said, I'm taking it to him. You know, Jimmy was running his mouth over there in Minnesota. Big reason that was a lot of issues going on in Minnesota. Jimmy was causing problems out there. You know, him and Cat had words, you know what I'm saying, before when it was, you know, when they was in the bubble. So I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him give Jimmy the business like he did. Towns was dominant tonight. Dominant. Namit, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big Task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. A game like this makes you forget about Randall. Not that Randall wasn't good. Not that Randall didn't have his moments. We know about that big-time shot he hit in Miami, South Beach, MSG South Beach, we'll call it. We already know that. Like, let's not act like Randall didn't have his moments. But I don't know if we've seen anybody do to Bam what Cat did tonight to Bam. We got to say Bam is 1A defensive player. Like, he's no bum. Bam is legit defensively. And Cat made him look like a little baby tonight. Baby. He had no answer for him. No answer. Big time win for them boys. Big time win. And what I loved also too, we gotta pay attention, especially with the stuff that happened the other night where we felt that Cat should have had more touches. Tonight, the Knicks were making it a point to feature him tonight. And this was a total team effort. It was, because Miami was cooking. Tyler Hero was getting busy. But what it takes a team effort, and then your 1A guys, because Brunson had his big moments too, and clutch moments in this game. Your 1A guys taking over. Rondo, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Wagwan, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. I think he's got a new name from LV, right? And last year, you know, I had the name for Dante. I called him the flamethrower, right? That was my name for him. Everybody stole it, you know that. He's the big cat. That's what he is. He's the big cat. Not the bodega, none of that nonsense. He's the big cat. The big cat. Big time tonight. Big time. Let's go to the highlights, man. Let's check out the highlights. We got to watch the highlights. Because for me, what I love most was just that everybody was looking to feature Towns. Everybody. And I'm going to talk about other people too, because I thought Bridges played great tonight. The OG Anunoby, Josh Hart was Josh Hart. We'll talk about him in a second, but we got to identify what we saw tonight in the big cat. You saw his whole repertoire tonight. Whole repertoire. Going to the basket, stepping back, hitting that three, hitting that baby hook, right hand, left hand, rebounding like a monster in that Baja. And then you saw the cold-bloodedness of him. Remember it was like wow, a minute and 30-something left. I think it was on the clock. Or maybe 2 minutes. Knicks pushed it down. He had that three in the corner. Instead of pulling it out, he pulled it. I said, yo, cat, he feeling it? Bottom of the net. I said, yo, he feeling it tonight, man. He feeling it tonight. Huge. Huge for him, the big cat. Domination tonight. Domination. And once again, this is why you make that deal. This is why you make that deal, to have him dominate a 1A guy like Bam Adebayo. This is why you make that deal. This is why you send Dante and you send Randall over there. This is why you do that. Period. This is why you make that deal. Big time for him. Big time for him. But let's go back to let's look at the supporting cast, right? And let me really start with this guy. 10 points, 14 rebounds for Josh Hart. Listen, talk about a warrior, right? When he went down with that shin injury the other night, I said, okay, I don't think he's going to play Wednesday. I didn't think he was. When he tripped over LeVert and hurt his leg. But when I was watching the pregame, and I saw Monica talking about the game, and then I see in the background Josh Hart shooting jump shots. I said, yo, he gonna play tonight? I said, he's playing? I said, yo, that dude is a warrior. And then to come out and do what he did. 10 points, 14 boards. He was, listen, man, is there a better rebounding guard in this league than him? Who's a better rebounding guard than Josh Hart? 6'5" and under. Nobody. Nobody. All over the court. All over the court. All over the court. Excuse me. And what makes it so great for him is that he does so many intangible things, man, that you just, once again, I keep on saying, you cannot put on the stat sheet, man. He's got the heart of a lion, man. Nobody wants the ball more than him. Nobody. And I'm speaking of when it gets on the floor, when it's a rebound, whatever. Nobody wants it more than him. Defending, switching, getting loose balls that are falling out of bounds, kicking it out to somebody. Big time. Big time. And then Mikal Bridges, man. Okay, that whole stuff about his jump shot, let's stop. Let's stop with the jump shot. talk, jump shot, jump shot talk. Let's stop. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to talk about what was said and what he worked on. After these 4 games, we should forget about it. That 15-foot in that corner 3 is money. There was that one stretch, right? Do you guys remember that stretch in the game when the Knicks were down 10? Brunson came down and hit a 3. They got a steal. Or no, a loose ball. Bridges came down. It was like a 1-on-3. And he pulled up for the 3. Bang. The Knicks were down by 4. I think it was 63. I want to say 60. I want to say it was 60. They cut it to 5. It was 65-70. And that was big. That's what really started changing the game in the third quarter. And then once the Knicks started chipping away, then that's when they started getting into it defensively. Guys started getting rebounds. Guys started getting loose balls. And guys started banging 3s. I think they knocked down 8 3-pointers in that third quarter. Yo, Garris, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. And that third quarter was huge. They scored 35 points in that third quarter. And that's pretty much what got them rolling. And listen, guys, OG Anunoby only had 11 points, but he hit a lot of timely buckets, didn't he? A lot of timely 3s. And defensively, he gets after it, man. Jimmy was non-existent tonight. Non-existent. And so this is where the wing help comes in. Because now you got OG Anunoby on him. Now you got Josh Hart on him. Now you have, of course, Mikal Bridges on him. Then you have a rim protector in there in Cat. Jimmy was non-existent. OG Anunoby was giving him problems tonight. OG Anunoby was giving him problems, bumping him off his spots, all those things. And you got to be happy. You got to be happy with what we saw tonight, man. Knicks 100 GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys. 116-107. Karl Anthony Towns, the big cat, has arrived in the city. 44 big points, 13 rebounds for the big cat. Big game for him. But all together, man, this was just a great team win. Great team win. Great team win. You got to be happy, man. You got to be happy with exactly what happened, what we did, all that stuff, man. It was just beautiful to see, man. It really was. And I think also, too, what I loved most about this game is that even though Brunson didn't have his best showing, he didn't. He was able to come up with big-time shots when big-time shots were needed. And that's what the great players do. Big-time shots, big-time 3s. That step through was beautiful. When he pirouetted, I thought it was a travel, but, he stopped and he gathered, then he took that extra layup, the extra step for that layup. Beautiful, beautiful move by Brunson. Greatest statement probably tonight. Bam is all NBA defense, and Cat made him look irrelevant. The big cat made him look irrelevant. Listen, I've never seen anybody make Bam look like this. Anybody. And this is what this guy does. This is why you pay what you pay for him. Because as I said, there's no big in this league that can match up with him. Outside of Embiid and Joker, and he was giving Joker the business last year. Maybe Chet, maybe Wemby. Who else? Cat was destroying Bam, LV. Yo, man, I said it earlier. I've never seen nobody do that to Bam. And Bam is no bum. He is legit. There's a reason why he was starting with the USA team and Tatum was on the bench crying like a baby. There's a reason why. Bam is that guy. He is that dude. So when Cat did what he did tonight, that raised a lot of eyebrows. Definitely for me. And this is what everyone was talking about when we made that move. This is what everyone was talking about when we made that move. Huge. Huge win tonight, man. Huge win tonight. Go over these stats real quick, man. Really quick before we do this really fast. So Tibbs is back on his Tibbs stuff, right? So Josh Hart played 42 minutes tonight. Bridges played 40 minutes. But Bridges was big. 6 for 16 from the field, 4 for 11 from 3, 6 assists, 3 boards, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 17 big points. OG Anunoby, 37 minutes, 3 for 6 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 11 points. We know stat line. We know the Big Cat's stat line. So we're not going to go into that. Brunson was big tonight. I thought Deuce was huge off the bench. 25 minutes for Deuce. 3 for 6 from the field. 3 for 8 from the field. 2 for 5 from 3. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 10 points. The Knicks shot 48% from the field, 45% for 3, and 90% from the free throw line. That's the Big Cat, man. That's the Big Cat. Cat was 6 for 6 tonight from the line. 6 for 6. Great offensive showing tonight, man. We're great on the boards, too. I rebounded them 42 to 39. Assists were great tonight, 30 to 27. We outdueled them on that. So I thought that was great. $50, $40, $90. Well said, Coach. Well said. That's why we got him, Coach. That's why we got him. That's why we got him. 50, 40, 90. That's why he's getting $50 million a year, man. What he did tonight. And I don't know if it was me, but I don't. He just looked bigger than everybody out there, right? He made Bam look small. When he was going up for them rebounds, his arms were stretched out. He just looked bigger than everybody. And to me, that's why he was dominating down there. They had nobody for him. And as good as Bam was defensively, Bam doesn't have the size, man. He's a legit 7 feet. Bam is what, 6'9", 6'10"? You could see the size difference. And Cat was bullying him all over the court, man. He was shutting down Bam defensively, too. Bam was falling away on Jeff. Yeah, you know what, Wagwan? Listen, let me tell you something, man. The refs, once again, were atrocious because those full calls on Bam that for Cat was phantom full calls, man. Phantom calls. He was falling away, kicking his feet out. I'm like, yo, my man, come on. You can't give him that. You can't bail him out. And that's what he's bailing him out. That can't happen, man. That can't happen. Made Bam look like a baby tonight. I keep on saying that. I have to stress that he made Bam look like a baby. I hope the league is taking notice. And not just the league, the Eastern Conference. Because I think tonight they woke up a sleeping giant. Cat was trying to figure out, where he fits in with the team. right? He was trying to kind of, trying to see. I think he saw it tonight. Now the Knicks have a legit 1A and 1A guy. And the reason why I say that is because as bad as Brunson played tonight, when he started cooking, you saw the difference offensively. When he started knocking down shots, then Bridges is knocking down that corner three, then Cat is doing what they had no answer for those guys. None. They were scrambling like scrambled eggs. They were scrambling all over the place. They didn't know where to go. Looked like runny eggs out there because they did not know who to check. The only thing they could do was to try to get Cat in foul trouble with these crazy refs. And that's what Brunson having an off night. Now, I thought Brunson was facilitating beautifully tonight. Beautifully. Great facilitating. He hit Josh Hart on that cut right there. That was beautiful. Beautiful basketball. Hit Cat with that lob. Then he hit Sims with that lob. Brunson was facilitating really, really well tonight. I think he heard the whispers. He heard the chatter. Brunson's a ball hog and all this nonsense, which I've said everyone is going crazy for him. Like, stop it. He's the man. Listen, he's supposed to have the ball in his hand and do what he does. That's what's supposed to happen. But what he did tonight to help Towns get in the rhythm was beautiful. Beautiful. And a game like this is kind of what can make the team really open up and say, okay, cool. Because the Knicks were struggling, in the first half, right? Just trying to get their rhythm. Towns was cooking, but the team together was trying to figure things out. That third quarter, you saw them really running their offense and guys started knocking down shots. And I said, okay, I think we have something here. I think we do. What makes the Knicks so dangerous, honestly, offensively, is they don't have any weak points. Everyone talks about Josh Hart, man. What was Josh Hart from three today? Josh was 2 for 5 from three. I'll take that. Everybody was complaining about, Josh Hart offensively, he's this, he's that. We got to start Deuce. I'm hearing it everywhere. I think that all comes to silence now. Like, let's stop with the Deuce starting crap. Let's cut it out. If you're getting Josh Hart 2 for 5 from threes, that's what you love. If you get Josh Hart scoring 10 points and 14 boards and doing what Josh Hart does, you take that all day. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And that's what Brunson having a bad night. But to me, technically, for me, yeah, his shot wasn't falling, but what makes Brunson so good is you can't sleep on him. I don't care if he missed his first 10 shots and he's 2 for 15. You better not let him see one go in. The great ones just know how to do it, man. And he started coming on strong towards the end of that game, coming up with big-time shots, big-time threes. And when you're that good of a player, man, it doesn't really matter like what your numbers say for the night. Did you contribute to winning plays for winning basketball? Period. Now, people are going to feel like Cat dominated tonight. No one's going to really remember that Brunson had a bad game because they won. And he contributed down the stretch to winning plays and came up with big buckets. And that's what the star players do. And to me, that's what made Brunson great tonight. And his facilitating was fabulous. I was a little. One thing I was a little bothered by, though, man. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why, but they played Sims tonight. Like, why? Why? Akaporte has solidified himself as being a better player than Sims. I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat. What do you think? I mean, because my thing is, now if you're trying to do that to make Sims feel better about him, I don't know. But you got to play the better player, man. Period. We're trying to win games. We're trying to hold down the fort until Precious get back, until Mitch gets back. So I really don't know why they even did that. My thing is you got to give these young guys time and you got to let them play. Orlando C, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Orlando C, Cat was locked in, man. Keep grinding, boys. See you in Atlanta. Orlando C, man, you in the A? That's another MSG place. MSG Atlanta. MSG Atlanta. On Peach Street. My man is in the A. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight, man. Hope everything's going well. Hope you was enjoying yourself down there. I know it's homecoming season down there. Morehouse, Clark, Spellman. LV made his rounds around there a couple of times. many moons ago. Knicks 100 GM says, you didn't see that 3 McBride hit because of Sims screen when Bridges popped out. Listen, man, look, I don't know what it is with you and these Sims screens. Yeah, man, listen, you see how big he is? He better know how to set a screen. But I also saw how he wasn't getting no offensive boards. He was letting Marcus Bryant box him out. He's not fighting down there in that bar. There was a couple of times there was a ball that went up, a shot was missed, and he's behind the guy. You got to fight for position, man. Saying about setting screens. I like Sims. I do, but once again, I'm a ball player first, man. And my thing is you got to play the better player. That's all I'm saying. But I will say this. I do respect Tibbs for playing the kid. For giving him an opportunity to really show out and show what he could do. So I will give Tibbs that. He wants to see how well the kid does, man. But Guan says Huck can set good screens too. Yeah, man. Keep on talking about screens. The offense just runs better with Sims. I don't know, man. I don't see the difference, man. I'm not looking at the offense running better with Sims out there. I don't see that. What I'm saying is, you could be right, but I don't. But is it that drastic of a change? Like when he's, it's nothing drastic about it, man. It just becomes more fluid. I can't explain it, LV. No, yes, you can explain it. You just said it. It becomes more fluid. No, it doesn't. It's okay, man. I'm looking at his impact on the court. I hope that makes sense. As opposed to Akaporte. I'm looking for a big block, a big time rebound, a big time putback, being active. I'm looking at that, not just setting screens. You got to make winning plays, do winning things. And when he's out there, I don't see that. That's my only thing with Sims. And I just don't think he's turned the corner, man. Big Taz says, when Mitch comes back, we will thank Sims for his time with the Knicks. Agreed. Listen, man, when Mitch comes back, man, we're going to be dangerous. we're going to be dangerous. Imagine Mitch and Cat out there together for the second unit. Imagine that. Imagine if Tibbs just says, you know what, I'm going to play big tonight. Cat comes in, put Cat at the 4, Mitch at the 5. I like that. I think that'd be great to see, man. Honestly, I really do. I think that can be really, really a dangerous lineup for the Knicks. And not so much starting a game, but in key moments of a game, right? Like this third quarter. Like this third quarter was big, right? The Knicks scored 35 points in that third quarter. But what I'm saying is that key moments of the game where you have Mitch and Cat out there in that Baja gives Cat the only problem with that, right? And this is what I saw tonight, where it can be an issue, is Mitch will clog up the paint. And you see Cat wants to have room to shoot that baby hook, hit that jumper, but go to the rack and do the pat. If you notice, he do the Patrick Ewing leg kick. When he takes them long strides, looks like Pat Ewing, man, back in the day. So with Mitch being there, it's not going to really be much room for him. So he's going to really be on the outside, and I think that limits him. He's got to have room where he can kind of do him. But I can see in moments of a game where that could be a deadly lineup. Orlando C says the Twin Towers. How the Yanks doing? Everybody check the Yanks score, man. See Judge back there, right? Trying to get this series back to LA, man. With Precious off the bench, Wagwan agreed. A lot of guys aren't going to play, man. Listen, when Mitch comes back, big task. Yankees still up by 1. What is it, 6-5? Who hit a bomb? Keep me posted, man, because LV was trying to get things together for y'all. Who hit someone hit a home run? What happened? Big Task says, I'm thinking about having Mitch come off the bench since Cat has proven to be a good rebounder. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mitch is going to come off the bench. Mitch is not going to start, Big Task. He's not going to start. Towns, I know people were saying about the whole 4 and stuff like that. Towns playing the 4. He can play the 4. He's solidifying himself as a legit 5, man. He's solidifying himself. Today, what I saw tonight against one of the premier defenders in that Baja and Bam Adebayo, he's a 5. Period. Because he's a matchup nightmare. Most 5s can't deal with him. Most 5s can't. So I love the lineup. Most 5s cannot deal with him, man. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. HBO, Harlem Bronx all day. Big win for them boys. 116-107. The Big Cat, 44 big points. So, like I said, I see Cat at the 5, man. Knicks 100 GM says defeats the purpose of getting Cat by moving him to the 4. Agreed, sir. That's well said. You know, I basically feel the same way. I also think that I think that's his position, man. He's a legit 7 feet. Legit 7 feet. And the thing with him is that there's nobody that can match up with him, man. There's nobody that can match up with him. He dominated. You saw him tonight, man. You saw him tonight. And I'm sorry, Josh Hart's got to start, man. He's got to start. There's no way that he comes off the bench. The only way he comes off the bench is if you get somebody like Devin Booker or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, there's no way he comes off the bench. He's too vital to what it is that we do. He does too much. So I love him at the 5, man. He's just a mismatch nightmare. He just is. So I love what I see, man. I think that we're just hitting our rhythm. We're just hitting our rhythm. And I think that when you add on certain pieces, like what the Knicks did this summer, and you see it kind of come together, it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see because tonight, the big cat solidified himself in the city, right? He stamped his stamp, or shall I say, he stamped his paw print in the city. The big cat. And here's a little secret, everybody. Brunson hasn't even started cooking yet, man. Brunson hasn't even started cooking yet. When he was really getting busy was when I was in the Garden opening night against Indiana. He was cooking. Brunson hasn't really cooked yet. Last game, he kind of was struggling a bit. This game, he struggled a little bit. Then he started coming on towards the end. Brunson hasn't really hit that. Once he turns the corner, which we know he's going to do, not just the Eastern Conference, the league better watch out. The league better watch out. He's too good of a player, man. So imagine when him and Cat are both hitting their stride at the same time. And I'm watching too. Like Brunson's like 15 footers are short. His step through runners are not falling. He's still getting his legs right for the season. You can see it. I'm looking forward to game 20, game 25, seeing what we're going to look like. Everybody's got to stay healthy, but seeing what we're going to look like. Knicks and Honey GM with a great statement here. Trailing most of the game to win going away cannot be undervalued. Well said, sir. Well said. And you know why that's so important? I'm glad you made that statement. It's called winning basketball, man. And at the end of the day, you got to know how to win games. You got to know how to really turn it up when you need to, get stops when you need to, and make big-time shots when you need to. Those are what separates the really good teams from the good teams or the okay teams, and the championship teams on a different level. They just know how to really just snatch your heart. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, when you think you have them, and they just know how to steal a victory. But wins like tonight are big because it really builds character for the team. It builds character. You're able to really get an understanding of who you have, who you can trust, because this is building trust with each other. And this is building camaraderie, of course. Guys are understanding their roles on the team still to this day. They're still trying to figure out their roles, even with a big night tonight. And so that's what wins like this does. It lifts the morale of the team, especially at the other night where I felt they should have beat Cleveland. But this is what you do with a team like this tonight, especially when you have one of your big dogs going, right? Excuse me, big dogs, your big cat going. And he was rolling tonight. You ride that wave. And I thought they did that. And this is why you get a player like him. This is why you get a player like him, and this is why you do what you do. This is what he does, man. Big Taz, the base is loaded for the Dodgers, LV. What inning and how many outs, sir? That's all I need to know. What inning and how many outs? Oh, man. We'll call these guys the Cardiac Yanks. Big Taz keeping everybody posted on the Yankees game as I'm rocking here with y'all. 8th inning. How many outs, Big Taz? No outs. Oh. Big Task. Who's on the bump? Who's on the hill? This is what we do here at the LV Live Show, man. We keep it connected with New York City. Who's on the bump? Who's on the hill? Who's pitching? Oh, man. See something here. Knicks. Knicks 100 GM said we are on to something. Yeah, man. We definitely are. We definitely are, especially after a win tonight. Tim says, yo, LV, man, they got to get rid of Boone as a coach. The Yankees should have been fired him. Nah, man, you know what? They're not going to fire him because he keeps winning. They keep winning, man. They keep winning and going far. And they like Boone, man. Boone fits the aesthetic that the management likes. He's an analytics guy. In baseball, if you know, they really do a lot of analytics. They base everything off of computers and nerds and stuff like that. Sorry, but that's basically what it is. Like, what statistically, what does this say you should do in this moment? Not based on feel. So he's an analytics guy, and the Yankees like that. So he fits the aesthetic for them. Even though Joe Girardi was there, and Joe Girardi won, I think he won a World Series with them. I think he did as the manager. That didn't matter to them because he didn't fit the aesthetic. So that's what that situation is. But big win for them boys tonight, man. Big win for them boys, and I think also too this is a momentum builder, and I think it's a momentum builder because of what happened the other night. What happened the other night was a tough loss, and for them to be able to rebound tonight, and for Cat especially to have the night that he had, is big. Is big, and so I think that in doing that, you kind of start to build like trust with each other, and I think with the questions that Brunson was being asked last game in regards to getting Cat involved and getting making sure Cat's not is in rhythm and not out of the game, and he's getting his touches right. It's just I think it was a lot of talk like that. And for Cat to respond the way he did tonight, for Brunson to respond the way he did tonight by being a facilitator and making sure everybody was getting their touches, I thought was huge. Especially going into Detroit Friday night. Should be an easy victory, but Detroit, I think, is playing a lot better this year. But still, all in all, they don't got the horses to deal with the Knicks. They just don't. Cade Cunningham is legit. We understand that, but they don't have the horses, man, to really deal with the Knicks. And they have no big in that Baja that can deal with Cat. I put it like this: they have no Bam Adebayo. They don't. So it should be another big night for Cat. And hopefully we can kind of start seeing the Brunson burner get activated, right? So hopefully we can see that. But I thought all in all, man, I thought it was a great game for them boys. I thought it was a great way, man. I thought it was a great way to win. And I like exactly how everybody's starting to come together. But what I can't wait to see, man. Hopefully Precious is close to coming back because I really do think that we got to kind of start getting some guys some minutes. I really don't, even though I know it can, I really don't like Josh Hart playing 42 minutes and Bridges playing 40 minutes. I don't like that. So hopefully next game we can kind of get some, like maybe Combs IDA getting in it. But but once again, right? It's kind of like what Deuce told Akaporte, right? I'm sure you guys saw that, right? This is where Tibbs builds trust with guys, right? So you have to really, take advantage of those minutes, right? And so I think that Big Task of the game is now tied. Big Task, how many outs? Did we at least get one out? I want to see the kid McCullough, man, badly. I mean, I think he's okay. I mean, he's not bad, man. I mean, he's all right. But a lot of those guys you got to see, man. I'll put it to you like this: he's obviously not as good as Dottie, because if so, Tibbs would have played him. I think Tibbs knows that Akaporte is probably possibly got an edge on Sims, but I think he's given Sims a chance because of he's earned Tibbs' trust in a lot of different moments here, right? And so I think that's why Sims played tonight and not Akaporte, because I think based on what Akaporte showed last game, he should have played a lot tonight. But so we got to see. We got to see exactly what happens. But I do like Akaporte, man. I do like him, and I think that he should really be given a lot of time. But he's got to earn Tibbs' trust, man. Deuce said it. Deuce said that's what happens. You got to earn his trust. That's what you need. That's how you earn it in those minutes. Tim says, I think this was a statement game for Cat tonight to the fans, letting us know he has arrived. The big cat has stamped his paw in the city, and he has landed. Agreed, sir. Agreed. I don't think Randall ever had this kind of game versus Bam. No. Bam would dominate Randall, man. He was giving Randall problems. I mean, Randall did his thing, but Bam was a lot to deal with, man. So that's why tonight was big, because Bam is no bum. He's a lot to deal with in that Baja, man. The cat made him look like a little baby, man. A baby. 44 and 13 on one of the best defensive bigs in the league. All defensive big man. Remember when they played remember they played Minnesota, right? In just the preseason, he was dominating Rudy. Gobert couldn't deal with him. Cat's a lot to deal with in that Baja, man. And once again, he's looked bigger than everybody out there. He just did. Excuse me. The Knicks haven't had a legit big man like this since Patrick Ewing. And when you have a big like that, it's over for them boys, man. So for them boys, when you once again, right, this is like game one. When you haven't, this is why the Dodgers are just better than the Yankees. And I was hoping the Yankees will win, but they're able to beat the Yankees because they're a better team, man. This is like game one, right? When the Yanks had them on the ropes, they should have beat them. They can't close these guys out. These guys just keep coming. Pause. Now the Yankees scored a lot of runs today. They scored 6 runs. They can't stop these dudes, man. They can't. They can't get out of innings with this team, man. And then they're terrible in the field. You know what I mean? Just bumbling stuff. Like, you can't be making plays like that in the World Series, man. Insane, man. Insane. I think they lose this game, man. Unless they do something heroic again. I mean, I don't know. But big time win for them boys. Big time win for them boys. Listen, guys. That's my show. I'm LV Live. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. Big time win for the boys. 116 and 107. Cat. The big cat has arrived in the city. 44 big points, 13 rebounds for him tonight. My show, I will be back going live again, doing a post game after the Knicks play the Detroit Pistons. So please come through and check it out. Please, once again, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if you're new to the channel, please come through to the channel. Please subscribe. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me on my LV Live show. Is truly appreciated. Listen, everybody have a good night. Everybody be safe, and I will see you Friday, man. Once again, appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.